Today I will inform you on how social media has been shown to influence youth positively and negatively. On December 27, 2010, a 15-year-old named Amanda Cummings walked onto the main avenue in her neighborhood, and according to witnesses, she threw herself in front of an ongoing bus. 6 days later, she died from her injuries. A group of students decided to help out different nursing homes and even help fundraising activities for children with cancer. From hearing both of these, you would only think that one of these are dealing with social media, but that is not necessarily true. The youth is impacted by social media in negative and positive ways. Barbara Wilson, head of the communications department at University of Illinois, concludes that media influence depends on what type of media the children are drawn to. Many of us, as well, I'm sure, have been influenced by social media in both negative and positive ways, like how we dress, who we hang around with, even how we speak and dress. Being around many children and seeing how they react and act out music videos or even tell me what they've learned on Dora has had me wonder how different children act different based on what they see. I have read many articles written by professors as well as researchers, and I've also firsthand seen how my cousins grew up in being around social media. This morning I will be discussing how social media positively and negatively influences youth. To start, let's focus on the positive influences. Social media influences great accomplishments by the youth. Maria Wynne, an author and journalist, stated, "For school-age children, concern necessarily centers on the impact of a heavy investment in television and computer viewings on their school achievement, their physical and mental development, their social relationship, and their involvement into active citizens of the democracy." In other words, technology seems to be very important for the youth with their school. Our youth now more than ever has access to things like sex, getting information on sex, pregnancy, abortion, sex-related diseases, myths, and superstitions. Now children confront adults about questions that they have concerning those things without a problem. They now know the bad effects, and the sex interaction has decreased among the youth. I know when I was younger, I wasn't as aware about sex, pregnancy, and sex abortion as they are now. They manage to spread these information by word of mouth, links on social websites, and researching more. They take a group of pediatrics say enhancement of involvement and collective creativity is inspired by watching television and using technology such as computers. With this, their mind is allowed to go to another place, causing them to act out things like the sounds animals make, the walks that animals make, and dressing up like cartoons, or even singing songs like the alphabet and colors and shapes. Though these were positive outlooks, some say they are negative. With social media, negative impacts on youth has been a problem. A researcher by the name of Ella Mae Tompkins for Child Development found in her research that children who view media violence are more likely to have increased feeling of hostility, decreased emotional response to portrayal of violence and injury that lead to violent behaviors through imitation. So it seems that constantly watching violent videos and violent movies could have a negative behavior. They have the feeling that no one has control over them, nor can anyone tell them what to do. They may not realize when they are doing wrong. which is bad because they are unaware of the tolerance that they portray to other people, like their environment, causing negative effects on others. As well as when a child becomes this violent, they will eventually not be able to be around people and lose friends and cause them to be in a state of depression. These were just a few of many reasons social media has a positive and negative influence on youth. Social media has influence on the youth, causing young children to develop negative mindsets, health problems, and lack of social relationship. The youth becomes creative, imaginative, and enhances their knowledge about the world and environment as well. The influence of social media has many different outcomes. Not all, as we learned today, are negative, which means it is up to you as an individual to take control of what you intake for social media. Only you can decide.